And greetings, everyone, and welcome. This is your Free Grace Heretic here, Kurt, and want to thank you for those that will listen in and be a part. This is just one of the short things and all. I'm on my walk again, so I wanted to deal with something. One of the things, first of all, you may notice there is a little bit of a difference. I'll let you guess as to what it might be and things like that. At the end, I'll tell you but if I remember. But anyways, I'm one of the things. If you notice in the thing, I put in grounding. Now, grounding, you might think, are you going to talk about something spiritual? No, I'm not. Grounding is actually something that has been looked into and things like that, where basically that of getting the negative neutrons from the earth into your body, and it helps stabilize you in other ways and stuff like that. Now you might say, hey, that sounds like some Eastern mysticism, stuff like that. No, it actually is a legitimate science. It does show that it does have effects, and as someone going through the different things that I go through with diabetes and also uh, Hashimoto's, inflammation, and things like that, it actually has helped me out a lot. Now, when dealing with grounding, there's two ways to do grounding. One is all natural. That's basically where you actually go barefoot, you walk on the grass. You can walk on cement and things like that, but it cannot be treated because if it's treated, then you don't get that connection that is needed. Now, what has happened is it becomes very difficult sometimes unless you're used to walking outside, dealing with all the stuff, and especially when you're in a city and all, you deal with the dog stuff, uh, glass, other things like that. So it becomes a lot harder to actually walk barefooted. So that's a thing. Then also, what you can do is naturally, a lot of people will either use like a copper cloth or a silver cloth, and what they do is they get it to where it's hooked onto a copper wire, and then they'll do one of two things. They'll either attach it to piping that goes to the ground, and that causes grounding, or they may take it and put it all the way out and outside and put a pole in the ground, wrap it around, and that way it creates the grounding. You don't need a whole lot, but it deals with that and stuff like that. So in dealing with that, Snake Queen, glad to have you here. Beckham, glad to have you. Tempe, well, I hope it's a edible crayon since you ate a crayon today. So basically, like I said, in dealing with grounding, you have the natural way. Some people, again, there's different ways that you can do it. You can put the cloth on your bed, you can have the mats, other type of things and stuff. But then there's another way, and this is more of where I go because I don't have the option to really do the full natural. I work it through my electrical system and use the grounding part of my electrical system. I'll put the wire in there as, and it's actually a plug. I put that in there. Then have a wire. Now on my wire, I also have a 100 watt amp or 100 amp watt or something like that. It's basically, it's a resistor, and it's just making sure if any electricity might be coming up through the ground, it stops it because that can affect things and all that. So, like I said, all you need to do is just basically touch something that's grounded, and you're ground. That's all you really need to do. So, I've been doing this for about a couple years now, and like I said, it has helped me out tremendously, and dealing with. But I wanted to share just a little bit about one of the things that I do, and that most people don't know and things. But one of the other things is I was part of a Facebook group that dealt with grounding, but a lot of them were snobs. That's part of the problem is you get some of these ones, especially the ones that go all natural. They got something loose in their heads, probably from eating all vegan and stuff like that. And in doing that, what's happening is that they're going ahead in and they're basically become elitists in a lot of ways. And there were people that were saying, "Hey, I want to be a part of grounding. I want to give it a try, but I can't afford the high end stuff and things like that." So that's part of the things that is taking place here is they, since it was connected with one who actually started out and figured out the grounding and all, the scientists and all, and in doing it, he provided different ground. But then you're looking at in the $100 or and more for just a mat, for this, for that, the other thing. It was highly expensive. So when people are looking and all, I'd recommend, hey, on Amazon, you have this, you can get it for about 20, 25 bucks. You get, or if you pay 75, you get a full kit, plus you get multiple mats. I also have a mat that I put on my bed. And in doing that, I don't worry about the bed sheets. Now, yeah, you can go to the even thing for bed sheets, pillowcases, all this stuff. I don't deal with that. And the reason why I'm bringing up the grounding thing is because I decided to get me one of the straps I can put around my leg while I'm working, since I work at home, and have me grounded while working on the computer and things like that, which is great to have happen. So that is one of the things I wanted to bring up and let people look. If you're interested, look it up, look into it. It is actually, I found it to be legitimate. You don't have to go to the expensive stuff. I will admit, I bought Chinese stuff from Amazon because I just at the time, definitely at the time, I couldn't afford, and I didn't see the reason for paying all that. So, and I still don't see the reason when you can get it cheaper and things like that, and you're on a budget and you know today it's I mean it's still a little bit hard and all. I've noticed that the gas prices, at least here in Florida, has dropped. I was able to get gas for what, 2.46 a gallon here. So that's the thing is. Okay, so that's what I wanted to just kind of quick on my walk and all here deal with. I do want to let you know, been having fun doing my heavy resistant bands. Like I said in yesterday's program, I asked if after doing leg day, if you have to carry down 5 boxes of books down a flight of stairs and then 30 yards to your truck to put it in there, is that considered extra or just your average day type thing? So anyways, I noticed someone said, what was it, Stone? You said, I love your glasses. And that was the thing I brought up at the front, is I did get a new pair of glasses. They came in. Yep, they're the clear type. I had this type about 2 years ago, and they didn't really have it again. And so I got something else. And then these were the only ones they really had. So I went ahead and got these. So, yep, I upgraded to glasses and things like that. Let's see, main campfire. You said which prison you're in. Yeah, I know. It's the orange, isn't it? Yeah, I enjoy the more orange, yellows, the brighter colors and things like that. But yeah, I can understand, think prison, thinking pumpkin. And it doesn't help also. I will admit, I have because I'm walking, I also have my weight vest on. But being that it's on the colder side out here, in Florida. That's why I'm wearing my orange sweatshirt, but I'm putting it over the weight vest. I got like 15 pounds. So get that extra weight put on so that you can do a good walk. Yeah, here I'm trying to lose weight and I'm putting weight on to go walking. I know, hilarious. Hello, Simon. Glad to have you listening in and doing well. Let's see. I believe, yeah, I said hello. Beckham. Okay. Let's see. I joined FLDS to meet women. You're going to, main campfire, you're going to have to tell me what FLDS means. I do apologize. I'm not sure what that acronym is. Get too many acronyms, sometimes the same, and can't figure out what acronym is it actually talking about. But again, that was one of the fun things because my brother was in the in the Marines, and when I went to visit him on base, when he's saying this acronym, that acronym, I'm like, what? What is that? What is that? I had no clue of how to speak Marine. Hello, Lynn. Glad to have you listening in. So there was something else I wanted to deal with. I thought I did, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh yeah. Again, like I said yesterday, my brother's coming in early Saturday morning, somewhere between probably noon and 1 a.m. Again, it's because a friend of ours has passed away, and that we knew from church growing up as kids. And so we're going to be going there, but he's flying from Michigan. So that's a good thing for me, is that I get to see my brother. I may go ahead and do a thing and kind of show his face on it, and you can say who's the ugliest of the two. Yeah, yeah, it's the thing is thank you, Lynn, for saying sorry for your loss. It's one of those that I know them but haven't been around, so it's not affecting me in that way. But because I know the family and stuff, and Sean found out about the funeral. See, I didn't even know when the funeral was. I knew he passed away, and I actually told Sean. But then Sean found out when the funeral is and where it is and stuff like that. He's good at that type stuff. And so he's like, yeah, I'm going to be coming down, or coming in Saturday morning, and we'll there. And I said, hey, I'm off this Saturday, so be glad to go with. And again, going there is more for the family and all. Yeah, we get I'm in the dog park area here where they walk their dogs and stuff. So here a little thing, here a little thing there. So that's why I'm looking around at times too. So in doing that, just wanted to share again, let you know, one of the things that I do is grounding and just connecting. Now, there's another interesting thing you can do with grounding is they got straps that you can put on your shoe, outside of your shoe, and then put a strap. You can throw the strap inside or inside your sock, and that way it grounds you. And so I did get some of those, but I haven't used those in a while. I was planning on putting them on and letting you see what they look like, but I forgot because I wanted to get onto my walk, be able to do the little talk here and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up my walk. It'll be another hour to get back. And so in doing that, have a good night, and I will see those who will show up tomorrow as we go through Final Destiny, Dillo's book on the kingdom. Have a good night.